How are y'all doing tonight?
Alright.
That's good. The first one I'm going to do is called Doing Me. Right. My pen to the paper is like my win over the haters. See, I handle my situations a little differently, and that's why I believe poetry was meant for me, because instead of popping off and getting lost in or getting caught in the everyday he say, she say, I just put my pen to the pad and press replay. Soon my thoughts and ideas seem to relay my love, my feelings, my struggles, my opinions, and it's too easy to show out and be confrontational. And there's a thin line between ignorant and intellectual, so I choose to walk that fine line without being judgmental. Saying I walk it straight all the time will be hypocritical of me, but the lyrical in me allows it to be heartfelt, deep thought, sincere expression. And I don't have to be too loud or obnoxious for y'all to recognize my presence, because I'm guided by the light. And if you are, then you should flaunt it. Don't worry about the next person, because they're going to hate on you regardless, because this world is filled with too many people with hidden agendas. First day they're your friend, next day they're plotting to kill you. And I'm not talking about murders and crimes. I'm talking about murdering minds with a 9mm, bullet filled tequila, bullet filled with reefer, bullet filled with media. And the devil's a lie, so he's trying his hardest to reach you any way possible. Through the violence, the backstab, the gossip, even through the bottle. And if you're caught in the crosshairs, you may not get your life spared. But if you're walking by his word, then you're protected by the man upstairs, not protected from all the foolishness, because we're all humans. And he gave us self-will, so we have to watch what we entertain and what we be pursuing. So I'm not worried about what Jay-Z and Beyonce are doing or who Lil Wayne is screwing. That's just for example. I got too much on my plate for me to handle as it is. So why would I be worried about who called you this or who called you that? And it's funny when they get mad, because on deaf ears it fell flat. Their mission of spreading the gossip of the day came to a halt with me. See, they want me to put my 2 cents in. Now they feel the mission is complete, but I'm already content with just doing me. With just doing me. It's all I've ever known how to do. And if you're looking for the real deal, you already done found the truth, because poetry's as real as it gets. It's our time to spit lines to reach minds, and all the relevant doesn't exist. So the next time you're bombarded with the causes of people not having lives and want to let the gossip serenade you, just put your pen to the paper and let your love, your feelings, your struggles, your opinions stimulate you. Not only do I like to write poems about love, relationships, and other stuff, but I like to write poems that raise awareness about certain topics that are not talked at home and in school. So this is where this next one's coming from. What if I called you ignorant, stupid, good for nothing, childlike, uneducated, or useless? Would this even come close to describing you as a person? Would you acknowledge me by giving me a hug, a wave, a high five, or a handshake? Or would you be offended? But what if I called you my nigga?
There you go.
Now, some of y'all thinking like, a lot of people say it, it's just a different reaction when the color of the face changes. Whoa. Right? See, we've evolved from being called nigger, negro, colored, black to African American, and now we accepted nigga and took it right back down to the plantation. See, this slave mentality's got a hold of us unknowingly. We feel living our life with our brains in chains is how it's supposed to be, and I wonder what our ancestors are saying.
Well,
hell, they spent their whole life shedding blood over that name, and this is how we repay them, throwing around the word like it's some sort of show of endearment or brotherly love. Not realizing they were associated with that name when they died from the trees they hung from. Not realizing they were associated by that name when their women were raped and their children were taken away from them. What if that was your father being hung from that tree, or your mother being raped? Since that was a common action for niggas back in the day, would you be so willing to refer to yourself, your family, or your friends by that name? And we thought if we delete the ER and add the A at the end, that'll mean something other than ignorant. But this word is used and approved by the same people that it was used against. See, ignorance of our history causes us to slander our own times, Gustav Flaubert once said, and I think it's about time for the slandering to come to an end. Because I believe we've come too far to refer to our brothers and sisters as niggas? How do we expect our kids to reach for the stars when we're allowing this ignorance to get to them, not being relentless on teaching them the history and the pain of this word, teaching them to express themselves better so they're not like these so-called rappers who have to say nigga on every other verse to make it sound right, to make the rhyme tight. And it's a shame they have to degrade their own people just to get in the limelight. See, when we use this word, we don't think about how Martin Luther King must have felt when he had to walk down the streets of Montgomery, Alabama, seeing signs on store windows with humiliating signs saying no niggas allowed. When we use this word, we're slapping each and every civil rights leader in the face who died to make a change when we couldn't find our own way out of the hurt, the depression, the pain, the killings, the suppression. Sad thing is, the usage and the painful memories of this word may never go away. But knowledge is power. And with knowledge of our history, we can start making that change today.